Let's back up. There's only one choice you can make. Is that right?
Seems that way.
No. I am willing and prepared to hear anything you want to tell me. Except that.
Let me just tell you something about Steffi. We talk about everything. There are no secrets between us. Do you know that she walked in on Hope and Liam in her bedroom? And she didn't say anything.
I'm sorry. That must have been very painful for her.
It was. But she has faith in Liam, and she understands that they're going to have a future together.
That sounds like that could be painful for her, too.
I've got to tell you, Brooke, she is not going to be the person who's going to be hurt. It's going to be Hope because you keep giving her a false sense of security.
Why does it feel like you keep making this a contest between the two of us?
Force of habit.
Well, Forrester hasn't filled the vice president's seat in a while. It could be a good opportunity to redefine the position. For instance, do I have the authority to hire and fire?
Well, that's seldom the best resolution to a management problem.
I want to be a team player. I do. But I can't do that without a clear vision of what is expected of me.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll revisit the old charter, and I'll make certain that the definition is clear for you. And then I'll run it by you and Rick both. Is that all right?
Good.
Hey, there he is. I have not had a chance to congratulate you, Mr. Vice President.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, have I done something to offend you?
I think maybe it's an upper management thing.
We've always had a good working relationship. I would like to continue that.
I think we had more than a working relationship, haven't we?
I thought so too at one point.
Something happened to change your mind?
Well, would you feel comfortable around someone who acts one way to your face and then another when your back is turned?
You two work this out. Excuse me.
Thomas, when have I ever been afraid to speak my mind around you?
It's easy for you to be direct with me. Never had anything you wanted before.
It feels like you're attacking me, and I'm not quite sure why.
Well, you generally feel persecuted when you're being asked to be reasonable.
What are we even doing here? Lurking in the hallways, waiting for somebody to say disparaging things about your son or daughter?
Is this not a Forrester family business?
Yes, it is, but you don't work here.
Am I not a Forrester by marriage?
Go see who it is you came to see and stop interrupting
No, I
my
came in here
conversations
to
with
see
my daughter.
you because I knew that you were in here creating your own reality again. You forge your fantasies like this. This is what you do. You start putting in details and you go around talking about it and talking about it and talking about it because you figure if you talk about it enough, then it'll become so. So I came in here to pipe a little reality in here to you. What is between Steffi and Liam is very real.
If you tell me there's only one thing to do, I will tell you to think again.
Steffi, sometimes that's just the way it is.
No. You have choices. I am here to make sure of it. I am the biggest advocate you will ever have for your freedom. I won't let anyone corner you. Not even me. I remember things differently. I remember going through a very tough time and you helped me through it. It meant a lot to me.
I remember. It meant a lot to me too. It just didn't last.
Thomas, we have known each other all our lives.
Yes. But you've changed, Hope.
Well, I hope we both have. But I don't think I've given you a reason not to trust me.
No.
No?
No sooner my sister left for Paris, you were throwing yourself at the guy she was living
Okay. Hold on. It is not that simple. There's a history
Exactly.
there.
It's the sort of thing you would accuse her of doing, not something I would see you doing.
Okay, yeah, I have changed. Thank God. Turns out I was far too trusting. Thomas, have you ever been
lied to. Not like, no, I didn't take your lunch money. I mean, really, consistently being somebody else's puppet for months, for years.
Let me think. When I was a kid, your mother was living with us. She told me she loved me like her very own son. My father told me that he worked for the day that he could give me everything. My grandmother promised me her shares, had a lawyer draw up papers, then had the same lawyer tell me it was invalid. Do you think that not knowing the truth, not knowing people's motives, that makes you special? It seems to me that being lied to is what growing up is all about.
Do you ever challenge your own version of history?
Living it was a challenge enough.
Because I don't recall this long record of you and your family losing out to me or anybody with the name of Logan. But I do remember when you were gone for many, many years, and I stepped in to help out and take care of your children. And then when you came home, I was kicked out. And I remember Ridge being pressured into marrying you in Stephanie's hospital room. I also remember the exception you made for the no Logan rule for one night with my father.
Those little setbacks that you're talking about, those didn't come from me. Those were Ridge's decisions and Stephanie's ways to try to keep you at bay, okay? You've never really ever contended with me. So now Ridge and Stephanie are gone, so really nothing's holding you back. And I guess I think that you see yourself as the matriarch and that you're replacing Stephanie. You know what I think you would like? I think you would like to recreate that era where you and your sisters were the three queens. And I think that was also when your sister was married to Eric. Her son Marcus was working with your son Rick, and they were the Golden Boys. And then also when Thomas, I can't remember if that was before or after he was put down in the basement, or I don't know, was it when Steffi was working backstage? That's not gonna happen again.
No matter what we've been through all of these years, through the sadness and the fighting and the rivalry, I never once considered you an enemy.
Well, maybe you should start.
I know what you're thinking. When we first knew each other, I tried to take all your choices away. The wedding in Aspen, the many times, the many ways I tried to keep you and Hope apart.
No. Steffi, when I think back to those days, I am in awe of how far we've come, how far you've come, the changes you've made, the risks you've taken.
I'm taking one right now.
Are you?
No, I feel like you've been under a lot of pressure while I was away, and I just don't want to add to it.
Steffi, I am so sick of being protected from the truth. So don't hold anything back, because if there's a moral to my story over the past couple of years, it's been this. You say it all, and you say it now.
All right. I will.
Do we really have no choice but to inherit this battle between our mothers that is older than us? Ridge isn't even here anymore. There's nothing to fight about.
But everything he worked hard for to pass on to his children is here. We've all seen how easily it can slip into other hands. Your mother's, your brother's, yours.
Okay. But Liam is not something that Ridge worked and saved for, so you better make your mind up about what you're accusing me of. I'm not trying to take anything from you.
What is going on?
Mom, Thomas and I are just talking.
What is this persecution complex? It seems to be going around. Hope has every right to feel slighted. You and Rick are officers in this company. Steffi owns a quarter of the company, and what was Hope given?
Her own clothing line while she was in high school after she'd been in the business about 5 minutes.
What exactly do you think you're lacking? Whatever it is, just name it. It's yours.
It's easy to feel generous when you have everything, isn't it? I don't want any gifts from you, Brooke. I'm happy to earn what I get. If I'm only given the chance.
Waiting for me?
No, I'm waiting for my blood pressure to go down.
Why? What's wrong? What happened?
I was coming in here and I found Hope and Brooke, and Brooke was telling Hope to go after her dreams.
Meaning Liam. But Hope and Brooke don't know where things stand yet, do they? You didn't tell them.
That Steffi's pregnant? It's bad enough I told you. But no, you're right. Everything's going to be fine. You know, at the end of the day, it's not going to matter because Steffi's going home right now and she's telling Liam everything, and everything will unfold exactly the way it's supposed to, and then they'll be together and they'll be able to start their family.
Okay. I am ready for more.
More what?
More you. More us. More everything. I know. It's crazy, right? I'm a good time girl. I live in the moment. I'm not sure what tomorrow's gonna bring. But the problem with that is that you don't think about the future. It's probably because you don't think that you have much of it, or it won't be good. But that's not how happy people think. Happy people live in the moment. They plan for it. They don't look backwards, they look forwards. They know what they can count on. And I think I'm ready for that. I know I am. I am ready for a commitment.
Okay, so here's a commitment I can make to you. There's no way I will ever walk out of your life, and I mean that. Because there's nobody in this world who gets me the way that you do.
You have no idea how happy I am hearing this.
Steffi,
No,
I
I'm not
think
finished.
you
I
should
just
let
wanna-
me finish.
Okay.
I love you. I always will, and that's never gonna change. But I don't think we can live together anymore.
You said it yourself, everything's going to be different in the morning. You know, Hope's heart's going to be broken, and Brooke's going to be crushed for her. Look, life goes on much more easily tomorrow without the memory of harsh words spoken today.
I really just more told the truth. I wasn't harsh. You know, the truth is, I know this, a lot of it is my fault. My whole life, I trusted people that didn't have my best interest at heart. And I got caught in that vortex between Stephanie and Ridge. But I came out on the other side, and I learned some good life lessons, and I'm a lot stronger. Now I know that I have to fight for what it is I want. And I know that my children have a right to have what they want.
Thomas has a position of authority, which is what he wanted. And by now, Steffi has what she wants, too. I can't see Liam turning his back on his own child.
It has taken me a while to understand that nothing will be the same around here.
Pride is easily wounded. Thomas will do well in his new position, and then he'll find balance in his life again.
No, I mean without Ridge and without Stephanie, you know, they were the center that held this place together, and without them here, I don't know, the office doesn't really feel like a safe place.
Honey, Forrester matters, but it's just work. It's not our lives. And I have to keep reminding myself of that every time there's an upheaval here. So, did Liam call?
No.
Maybe you thought a phone conversation wasn't the way
Mom,
to go.
it's okay. No, it's okay. I'm fine. Everything that went wrong for us was because of a lack of trust. And I won't make that mistake again. I believe in him.
You don't want to live together?
I'm sorry, I need more time.
So you're moving Hope back in?
No. No. I'm not doing that anymore. Turning to you when there's a crisis with Hope, running back to Hope when the crisis seemed resolved. I can't.
Do you have any idea that this is a crisis right now? So sending me away. You think that's the answer?
Steffi, I can't keep letting myself rebound between two women I love, taking turns making them miserable. It's not right. It's not morally right. Not to mention unfair and ungrateful to both of you. I am so done. I am so done making decisions based on bad information and stupid impulses. I'm done.
You have been jerked around. That's not your imagination. Don't blame yourself. Don't let it paralyze you.
I can't keep succumbing to this reflex I have to go back and correct the last mistake. I just need to learn to stop making mistakes. Mistakes with other people's lives and feelings and futures. I gotta get back in touch with myself. I gotta figure out who I am and what I really want. And I'm not saying this is the end.
You're just saying it might be.
You said you had more to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I always have something to say. I should go. I gotta go. Yeah, I told you when I moved in here I was gonna keep my apartment. So,
Yeah, you did, because you didn't want me to feel trapped.
yep. Yep, that's what I said.
I love you. I'll call you tomorrow.
You just do what you have to. And so will I.